Before this video starts, I want you to go and have a look at my previous video because I'm running a wee competition where you can win one of these hoodies. They're probably going to be a slightly different design from this one. So Craig does drift from the back. This bit's going to be a bit different. But in the previous video, I showed you Josh Stuff's car, the new car that I've bought. And there's a question in there. So go back, have a wee watch of that, see if you can guess what the hydro handle was made from. Put it in the comments on that video, and then probably around BDC at Driftland I'm going to be giving away one of these hoodies, and maybe if my car is working you can come out for a passenger ride too. Right, back to the video. There's no engine in it, but I'm still doing work to it. There's hopefully next week we're going to be pushing that engine back together. Everything is here, so well, we think everything is here. Hopefully everything is here, but I'm just checking it over. I've been having a wee for a while. I've thought there's something up with the steering. I think there was something happening at full lock that sometimes, and it only seemed to be happening like on right hand corners, that the car seemed to sort of dig in and like kind of all of a sudden just wash out. It was almost as if the front wanted to stop moving for some reason. So I've been having a wee investigate. Everything's been really well looked after. There's loads of bearings in there. Everything's been replaced. So I was trying to think back to what it could possibly have been. And the main thing that has probably changed on the steering in my lifetime of having it is the Geomasters. Now, it's not that the Geomaster have changed, but I had a failure of this one where this bit broke off. Now, I welded up, thought I did a really good job of it, but I've just been checking it, and there's a little bit of a difference between both sides. Right, let me show you. Right, so here you can see on this side, so I've done quite a lot of measurement here, but we're about 32 mil from the disc to this edge here. Now on this side we're about maybe 38, 39 on this side. I've done a bunch of measuring as well, so that like on kind of, well, really what I need to do is I need to take them both off and set them up and find out, because I don't know if there's maybe also twist or something like that in there. So yeah, time to get them off. I've laid them both out. So that is the driver's side, that's the passenger side. It was the passenger side one that was definitely off. Right, you can see there's my welds from my fix before. But you can see there's quite a bit of difference in there. That they should be a mirror image of each other. Like you see, like you can see everything else sits exactly the same. Look how the discs are perfect, even like the brake bits, you know, look at these holes for mounting into the bottom arms, they all look, but this looks janky. So, can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to cut this and line it up back to this. Still got me a 91 point. That did, but it just feels wrong cutting it up, but it's definitely not right, so it needs to be done. Buggered now. No choice now but to make it better. No, what am I doing? I should never be given an angle grinder. So this is taking ages, but I've made a wee jig. It's kind of drilled 2 holes, 14 mil, same as the ones for the tie rods. We're going through now. The works out really well on this is actually it's a right angle, in there, and measuring it off here, it's another right angle. Basically, I've done loads of measuring. What do you calling it? Putting things like, you know, leveling stuff out, making sure everything's level, making sure the hubs are level, making sure they're all lined up perfectly. So, and then this wee jig, which means now I need to fill this with metal, and it should all be held in the right place. Like, look at that. That's already a million times better than it was. Look at that. If I had to weld the entire end on the tip, there's no hole for the wire to come out anymore. Me moron. I'm gonna have to cut that off again. I've not completely welded it, and they're horrible. I had the welder too hot. I had that one on there, but then the one on the other side, it hadn't quite got on, so it was a little bit. It was about 4 mil, maybe 3 or 4 mil. So this needs to come up, and it's probably only like 3 mil, 3-4 mil. But yeah, cut it off again, line back up again. Done a couple of tacks. So just going to take this off and see how it looks. Lined up again. Down there. Way better. And this distance is right. Distance between here and there and there. This is level. Put a couple of tacks in it. Take this off and see how it looks. It is so much better. Look at that. Even along, same angle. Middle, same. Look, a line along there. There, slide straight off this, which is square. The holes are square. Watch. I'll slide right on. So they're the same that way. Hey, I just gotta heat it, weld it up, and hope all this doesn't move.
What we do here is go back.